So the dynamics between trade shows and startups are quite different from the ones with traditional corporations. And what we need to see here is that there are so many very distinctive benefits of trade shows for startups. I have put 3 aspects here, and I would say they're all very compelling and definitely shouldn't be ignored by startups. For example, awareness. Expo serves as such great platforms to establish your ground, create brand awareness and portfolio exposure, and then the industry landscape. So what it means is that in the Expo, you get to observe what other players are doing in the field. You not only get to watch closely on your competitors, you can also get to face your clients and customers directly and get immediate feedback. And of course, the networking aspect of trade shows. Expo are the place where all the stakeholders from the industry convene, and they present such great opportunities to create stronger networks. Of course, on the other side of the benefits are the challenges. I personally think there are 2 main issues when it comes to participating in an expo. How do you find the right expo? Should you join a gigantic global fair like everyone else does? Or should you just go to that one expo that is specifically tailored to you and your industry? And on top of that, we still need to consider the expenditure. How do you manage your spending? The cost for the booth, the cost of traveling, the time that you spend before and during the expo, the staff and human resources. All of these are not easy questions to answer. And to be honest with you, I don't really have the answer here. But what I do have is some hints that might help you to make your decision. So in Taiwan, the trade show industry is still thriving, and it's very well connected to the world. You would have quite a pool for you to select the expo that you're interested in. And here are just some of them I think are worth considering. So if you want to go to the one that are all inclusive, you may consider Computex, or if you want to go to the very startup specific expos, you can consider Innovex or Meet Taipei. But of course, and I cannot recommend that enough, is that you find the one that is inclusive enough, but at the same time still tailors to you and your industry. For example, if you're doing anything related to smart cities at all, you might want to try joining the Smart City Summit Expo. And here's another tip for managing the spending. So I can say that this goes for all trade shows, but there are definitely quite a few programs that provide very discounted price for startups out there for you to discover. So nowadays, it is very common for Expo to have a zone that's dedicated to startups, and chances are that special zone may have some additional discounts. And here's just one example, the Smart Startups program that is launching in 2022 in Smart City Summit Expo. The program not only offers free pavilion or discounted display space in the expo, it also comes with other bonuses, including free matchmaking and free accommodation. And I really want to take this opportunity to talk about the program in more detail, but before I do that, I think it's best that I also give you an idea of what Smart City Summit Expo really is. So, Smart City Summit Expo, or as we call it, SCSE, is a B2B oriented trade show featuring cross-industry collaborations and networking among not only private, but also public sectors. It is now the largest smart city event in Asia Pacific and continues to grow as a hybrid. It is organized by Taipei's Computer Association and Taiwan Smart City Solutions Alliance, and is co-organized by 3 Taiwanese city governments, including Taipei, Taoyuan, and Kaohsiung. And we're supported by our very powerful allies from industrial associations to international organizations. And what you can expect in Smart City Summit Expo is actually this wide variety of focuses, including governance, telecommunication, and sustainability, and some of the highlighted areas for startups such as AI and IoT, transportation, and healthcare. So the diagram here shows the elements that are involved in the event itself. With the pandemic, we take everything in the traditional trade show onto our virtual platform, Smart City Online, including the displays, the forums, and networking events. So our first hybrid this year, which was in March this year, attracted over 81,000 visits on site and over 210,000 online. So we have 139 city leaders from across 35 countries sign up and joined us, while 1,000 booths were set up by over 250 exhibitors. And it will be to our delight for you to join us next year and take this to an even bigger scale. So with the participation from worldwide cities, we have the largest G2G network involving all the continents in the world, and with all the well-established organizations and businesses joining and partnering with us, we have the opportunity to discuss the latest trends and facilitate the marketplace in the industry of telecommunication, system integration, and sustainability. And what separates us from other trade shows are our extra efforts in organizing networking events. In total, 425 B2B meetings were set up for 194 companies during the event. And as for delegates unable to physically attend, the Smart City Online offers to break the space and time limit. For instance, the Smart City Online portal entry and online pavilions create greater exposure for the exhibitors to a wider range of potential partners and customers. We have also been conducting forums and other activities throughout the year. So far, over 100 sessions have been listed on Smart Live, and our B2B matchmaking platform is now an all-year-round service. Businesses are welcome to register for free and book online meetings every Wednesday. And that is Smart City Summit Expo. Now, I would like to talk about the Smart Startups program that will launch in SCSE next year. So the program itself is designed to help bridging startups and practical applications in smart city industry and to facilitate the growth of the ecosystem in the industry as well. We're now calling for two types of participants. First, accelerators, incubators, or any startup supporting organizations. And second, startups that are established after 2016. So the program has 6 categories: AI, IoT, healthcare, smart building or energy, transportation, and then the others. So for accelerators, incubators, or startup supporting organizations, once you have assembled more than 3 startups to join and exhibit with you, you can apply for a pavilion in the expo for free. All participants will get free access to the services of Smart City Online, 5 nights of complimentary accommodation, and also other exclusive invitations. And for startups, if you're applying alone, then for the discounted price of $1,000 US, you can also get 1 display space in the expo, the services of Smart City Online as well, and also 5 nights of accommodation on the house, and of course the exclusive event invitation. So I would say these are very good deals for startups who are looking to join the trade shows overseas. So the application is now open and will be closed on January 21st of 2022. So if you're interested in joining the program, please make sure that you submit your application before this date. Smart Startups program is an open invitation to you to build your presence in the 2022 Smart City Summit Expo, and it will be our greatest pleasure to see you set up your display, showcase your solutions, and find your way to discover unlimited opportunities. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.